Ready?
Yep.
Right.
All right. Good morning, everyone. Assalamu alaikum. And thank you, teacher. Lovely to see you today. Um, my topics here, like you see on our board, is Islam in its global context. So I will begin by just choosing three people, at least three non-Muslims, just to give me their idea or their opinion about Islam. Because nowadays Islam become the most global religion, and it's a problem for some non-Muslim to know exactly what it is. So I would like to see who are not Muslim here.
Not.
Yeah. Okay. Great. Thank you. So I will choose Esther, Alejandra, and Lydia. So, from your own perspective, what do you think about Islam? When you hear the word Islam, what does it mean to you?
Ой, слушай, моя лиса горько.
Hmm? No, the first impression that comes when you hear the word Islam.
Вот when I feel, видишь, I don't want speak not true,
Okay.
but I'm
You,
afraid
you are
maybe
free.
don't
You are
lie.
free to speak, and I will not be offended. Trust me.
Yeah.
And I give you the opportunity because I would like to explain exactly.
When first time, what example, people tell me Islam, I think, ой, it's all people in church, but on floor, and это all men, no woman. Вот this как-то it's bother me, you know?
Great.
No,
And
I'm
how about
sorry,
you?
конечно.
Thank
I'm
you so much
sorry
for that.
about
How
my
about you?
language.
Well, for me, like a kind of like shock, like a
Shock.
cultural shock.
Okay,
Because-
cultural shock.
Yeah,
Okay.
because like I'm Catholic.
Okay.
Like, I was raised like with Catholic
Great.
beliefs and everything, and figure out like how you work about like your religion and Ramadan and everything.
Mm-hmm.
So for me, that's Islam or whatever.
Okay. How about you, Esther?
Hard.
Well, I think almost like Alejandra, I'm Catholic too. I don't actually, I respect that religion. I think people who believe in Islam is very religious people because they actually believe in it. What I don't like maybe share is that is less fair with women than with men, and is a religion shouldn't be that way.
Great.
It should be treat, men and women as
Right.
equal.
Okay. Thank you. I take your point. Thank you so much, at least, for answering those questions. All right. So let me just begin by saying, as a Muslim, as a follower of Islam, as an ambassador of Islam, as a believer in Islam, for the folks who thought first that Islam was born in Saudi Arabia are kind of wrong, because when we talk about Islam, the first thing we see is just Saudi Arabia, technically because the Prophet Muhammad ﷺ was born there. So Saudi Arabia was born in 1932 AD, and Islam was born in 610 AD. So technically, if you say between 610 AD and 1932, where Saudi Arabia was born and Islam was born, you can see there is 1,322 years between the birth of Saudi Arabia and Islam. So technically, right now, Islam became the most religion who was honestly the most people, the most believer, the most followers, with the number with 1.9 billion of the world population. So the core of humanity are all Muslim nowadays. Why? Because they suddenly find out exactly what the mainstream media really don't want non-Muslim to find out, which is what the truth. And the truth is, Islam is not for Muhammad ﷺ. Islam is not for just for one group of people. No, it's not for one person. Islam is the global religion. If you say it in the book, you see that God, He said this religion is for everyone. It's just like a company. There is no name on it, but there is somebody that is there. You are free to come, and there is rule that you will follow. So people are thinking that Muhammad is The prophet of Islam, yes, just like Jesus Christ, Moses, and any other prophet, they were all Messiah of God. And technically, my brother and my sister now Muslim, for your comprehension, I can say that we as Muslim and Christian and Judaism, we are all brothers. If you look at the genesis of the beginning of those religions, you will see that Jesus Christ and Muhammad are cousins. Whoever have at least watched the movie, you will see the prophet and the Bible. You can see everything is in there. Yes, sometimes Islam allow some violence, but that violence in the Quran is limited. Because what I said is right now, talking about 9/11, we say that it's Islam, it's Muslim. Yes, but the problem is what? Who really went to that to dig out this thing to see the reality about it? No one. Because imagine, how about you, the CNN, ABC, on NBC News telling you that Islam is this one or not? Islam is not, because I really want you to know, if you want to know Islam, don't listen to CNN, don't listen to ABC, don't go watch Fox News. Go and ask at least a woman, a Muslim woman, or a man that is married, a Muslim that is married. Like, for example, he go to him and ask him, or ask his wife about her religion, about how he's treated in that religion. Because many people nowadays think that Islam are really kind of stereotypes, demonized, or even smear. Like she just said right now, women don't have a lot of right. I'm sorry for those people non-Muslim do not believe that women have a lot of rights in Islam. They have a lot of right, a lot. Even if you take the book with the 614 chapter, you will see God when God speaks about human, He speaks all the time, man and woman, man and woman, man and woman. And that book is so genius that if you look at all those verses, how they became and how they came in the first place, it's really, really astonishing. Why astonishing? Because when Muhammad was in Mecca, we can say that half of the Quran was given by him at that time. And that's the reason why when you look at it in the book, you will see some surah, they said Mecca, and when he moved from Mecca to Medina, you will see some of those surah were given to him there also. You will see those surah Medina. So right now, it's very, very interesting that you sitting here telling me that some women don't have a lot of right, some of them are shacked, and honestly, it's kind of interesting. Why? Because I do believe that every God-fearing religion who believes that respecting you and respecting yourself is most of the best thing to do and follow. It's timing?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, I need to get up there. So now, right now, like for the basic thing of Islam is what? Islam has 5 pillars. And those 5 pillars are what? First of all, you should believe in that Allah, that we call God, is one. Has to be nothing else on this earth has to be associated to God. And secondly is what? Accepting and acknowledging that Muhammad alayhi is the messenger of Allah. We never said son, but we all believe that all those messengers, all those messiah was sent to this humanity to give, to provide, and to proceed. To provide God messenger to just for us to to think about the best way how we live on this earth. And also the third one is what? If you have the needs, which is the money, to go in Saudi Arabia at least one time in your lifetime is good. That's the first one. And the fourth time is what? Those 5 times prayer daily. You have to do them. And the fifth is the charity. And I know every religion has that. I have some fellow Christians, they really do that too. They fast, they do a lot of things. So right now, I would be more than happy to take any question from any Muslim or any non-Muslim in this class right now.
Do you think travel to the Saudi Arabia is safe?
To travel to Saudi Arabia, from where to Saudi Arabia or any country?
Tell, look at Saudi Arabia. I think not safe trip. I
Okay.
don't think so, что it's safe trip.
Okay. Okay, you said
It's
your question
different
is
topic.
Hmm?
It's different topic.
no. He wants to know if traveling to Saudi Arabia is safe nowadays, right now.
Yeah.
I mean, politically, it's safe. Why? Because the United States and the Saudi Arabia are allies. Technically, we can say that the United States government is protecting Saudi Arabia. So they have been cooperating. They have those bilateral cooperation for decade and decade and decade. So they're allies because the United States government is protecting Saudi Arabia because they don't have army, they don't have nothing. It's just some kind of commitment to secure this area.
Give the floor
I
to
have a
that lady.
question. You told the woman and man is the same, yes? Why they all not same in the religion? Respect the woman same page or woman in here and man in here? It's only in the religion,
Okay.
no politics.
All right. In Islam,
Uh-huh.
like I said, if you look at the Quran, every time God speak, He tell
No,
man
yes.
and woman. So your question is about to see the level
In
between-
religion.
in Islam or in every religion.
In the Islam.
In Islam, so man should follow. I mean, the woman. I'm sorry, the woman should follow the man.
Uh-huh.
Why?
Women's are
We as Muslims we believe in that because the first hint is what? If you look at all those prophets that God has been sent on this earth, God never sent a woman as prophet. From Abraham, Musa, David, many other, even to Jesus Christ and Muhammad, they were all men. So first one, yeah, they were all men. No woman has been sent. But the good things about it, they all had a mother. Like Jesus Christ, with his miracle birth. All those prophets had mother. But the problem is right now, God, we do believe that man, if a woman follow the man in Islam, that's the best thing to do. Because first of all, we are physically different and emotionally different. A woman can take a lot that man cannot take, but physically a man could take a lot that woman cannot take, even quarter of it. So man and woman in the religion, they are not the same, but most duty are given to the man that the woman should follow. If you look at the family, the man, God said, even the prophet said, alayhi salatu wasalam, your woman always follow your husband. If somebody has to bow like this to a human being, he would have called the woman to bow for them husband.
Why?
Yeah, because they said they said to get the heaven, to get into the heaven is beneath your husband's feet. You see how much Islam really respect men? It's in there. The Prophet said it.
I know.
It's there.
Is that sunnah?
No, like it's just like how you want to see the level, to show the level of respect that a woman should give to her husband.
And you should respect.
Okay. Okay.
I think
Exactly.
Alright.
This is like a child because, for example, I'm Catholic. I raised a Catholic, but I don't go to the church every single Sunday. But at the same time, I respect my father. I respect my grandpa. I respect every single guy that is around. I don't have to bow down.
No.
No, it is not saying to do
It
it.
is not saying to do
To
it.
do it.
Look,
It is like
this
if
is a
it could,
sentence.
if
I
it
did
was
not
possible
finish.
to do
He
it.
said, if a human being has to bow for another human being,
But it
You-
would never say that. It's, you bow in front of God only.
exactly.
No human bows to another
Yeah,
human.
exactly.
Yeah, he's saying
That's the
that.
reason why there is
Then
a
you had
if.
fun.
That's the reason why there is the if. If there is a human being has to bow for another human being, he would not tell the woman to bow for her husband.
What happened the lady not married?
Why?
What happened? For example, I don't decide marry. Yeah, I don't have husband, I decide independent. I need to live with my father all
No,
life.
no. Look,
Uh-huh,
Marcelia,
uh-huh.
it did not say to bow.
Igual
No, 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 no. Other question. Other question.
That's a new question, right?
New
So
question.
if you decide to stay single,
Single.
you don't want to get married, you
Uh-huh.
decide to stay single. I will come to your day. You decide to stay single,
Uh-huh.
God said right there, there is nothing on it. As long as you will not fornicate, you will not fornicate like
I
having.
fornicate. Okay.
Great.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you
Okay.
It means yes. It
Yeah.
means it's okay for me.
No, it's not. No.
No.
Okay.
No,
No
no.
one's
It's like a
supposed
one of
to
the rules.
fornicate.
Yeah, you have
Yeah.
exactly.
This is one of the
You
rules.
can't leave it alone.
There
They
is
say
no particular.
men, yeah, I mean, the Quran taught, well, I'm not sure if it's Quran or Sunnah, but they say men, it's okay for them to masturbate if they're single, but they shouldn't fornicate. There's a lot about sexuality in Islam, but I haven't seen anything, and I've studied it and been trained about women who are single, what they're supposed to do.
How I support?
Men, they're supposed to fast. If they're single, instead of fornicating, they're supposed to fast. And then they're allowed, I think, to masturbate. But they don't,
But
it's
the
not,
women, what
women's
happened?
sexuality is not treated in Islam. The sources that I've seen.
Yeah. Thank you for that. But like I said, you have any particular sin if you decide to stay single for your rest
But I
of your
need
life.
to leave my parents, or I okay have a house, everything.
Yeah,
Independent. I need to live with my parents home, or it's okay for me go independent,
Okay.
working. What
All right.
happened? The woman.
Islam
Uh-huh.
did not condemn anyone to leave his parent or her parent.
Uh-huh.
Now, if you feel the need to leave your parents,
Uh-huh.
as long as you know they are in good condition. Good condition means what? You call them, you check on them every once, once in a while, you call them, or if you know that they don't have providing, if you know that you can provide for them, you can provide for them. But as long as you can provide for them with not staying with them, it's fine. But Islam really recommend for everyone on this earth to take care of your mom and your parents, especially your mom. Because they asked the
Especially
Prophet
yes.
ﷺ, between your parents, who should you get the most, blessing? 3 times, he was asked the question 3 times, and he answered 3 times, your mom, your mom, your mom. And the
After
person
that-
who was asking the question even thought that your mom is even more valuable than your dad. And the 4th time, he said your dad.
Your dad.
So that's the reason why Islam really
Respect
women.
women. Yes.
In our culture, which is not, it's because sometimes if you see,
Yeah.
Islam nowadays is kind of mixed with culture.
Yeah. My topic is about
Saudi
that.
Arabian, they have their own culture. African have their own culture. Muslim in Asia, they have their own culture. In Russia, everywhere. So they're mixing, Islam, this religion with their culture. That's why people are getting a lot of misconception about Islam.
Okay.
Yeah. So look, I know for a fact that every religion and every culture will teach their son or any kid to respect your family, especially your mom, because no one on this earth will pay your mom for what she has done for you. No one.
Yeah.
Even if you bring down the sun and the moon, you will never pay your mom. So it's very, very important in this nowadays. Women in Islam are number 1. Trust me. Not because the fact that there was no female sent as a prophet, but women are very important in Islam. We respect them all the time. But all those wrapping your head like Kajal has right now is kind of part of it. But you see, they doesn't have it.
Yes.
That's a cultural.
What
But
happened to design chain and put this same the ass and you?
So even inclusively.
that's a personal choice. And Kanja
No
also.
problem.
She's married.
Kanja is already married, but Islam said you have to cover your head, wrap it up. I don't know if you remember when Obama was in the office. I remember him and Michelle were coming from China, I believe, Beijing, and they stopped by Saudi Arabia. You know what happened? When those royal family members came out to greet the first family of the United States, they all came and shook Obama's hand. They even did not look at Michelle Obama. Why? Because Michelle Obama did not have the hijab on her over there. And you imagine, Michelle Obama is married. So it's like, why? I don't condemn this, but other people don't. They do condemn it. That's their culture on it. That's culture.
They also think it's disrespectful to Obama. Like
Yeah.
Saudi men, they would never ask another Saudi man, "How's your wife?" or "How's your daughters?" Like it would never happen.
Right.
Not because they don't care, but the women are like the jewels of the family, and they're precious, and they wouldn't ask
Very
about them
very
because it's
minute
like
Wait.
I understand what he said because the expression. When you come, you need the respect.
No soy intención,
The
¿sabes?
and come
Ni tiene razón.
juntos.
Yeah.
The respect for me. I got this something. Not the lady, but of course I put this because I don't know.
Marcella,
Even if you show
Marcella,
it
even
according to
now
John,
you
they
show up
wouldn't-
in
they
Saudi
wouldn't shake
Arabia
your
or
hand.
any Muslim
Because they
country.
don't, the opposite genders don't shake.
Yeah,
Yes.
if they really do not care about you wearing this one, they don't judge you. Technically,
It's
no one,
irrespectful.
no Muslim are allowed to judge you, Marcelo, for not having hijab over your head now.
Yeah.
Because Islam, first of all, is not something that we should force on everyone now. If you do believe in it, you become a member of it. That's it. It's a religion of peace. Why? Because if you look and read the Quran, you will see it. The Quran has been talking about a lot of things that is happening even nowadays. Imagine a book that has been given to one person. That person has never been to school. Muhammad was never educated. Can you imagine that time when he was prophet? He's never been to school, but he taught about things that are happening today. And for fact, I believe so. If you took all those books, the Torah, the Bible, the Quran, all other book, trust me, and you throw them in the ocean, I swear the Quran is the only one that can be written back again with no change, because it's been memorized by everyone. The Quran is being memorized by everyone, by billion of people on this earth.
Billions.
There is no new Quran, there is no old Quran. The Quran is only one.
Only one. It will never change too. It's
Yeah,
only one.
You can change it.
I just-
No
You
way.
cannot change it. There is
They
no
tried
way.
to change it, but they couldn't.
But they can't.
I think.
I think we have time for Joss and then Serjan, did you have a question?
I was going to ask, you think Quran has changed by someone's, or it's still the same, like since?
That's what he said.
Yeah, the Quran, since from Mecca to Medina, all those verses, all those chapters in the Quran, none of them still the same. Because why? It's not what the Prophet was saying. Can you imagine? The angel Gabriel was telling Prophet.
I mean, but
The Quran-
I also believe that like it got changed.
Why? Because after the death of the Prophet, Muhammad, Usman, all those companions of the Prophet, alayhi salatu wasalam, peace and death be upon themselves. Some of them, they went to Africa, Asia, and some part of Europe too, because they were spreading. Muhammad, Abu Bakr, Usman, and who else? There were like about 4 or 5 people like that, those companions of the Prophet. But that's the reason why you see, when you go in Iraq, there's those Shia and those Sunnis. They are kind of different. But the problem is, these are cultural. These are cultural, and they are making it those things with some kind of political help to make Islam or to smear Islam as a religion of hate, of violence. Or even terrorism thing. But the truth is, Islam is a religion of peace. Why? Because if you look at it in this book that has been written hundreds of years ago, and still now, nothing has been changed on it. But every other religion are trying to smear this religion. They're trying to smear this religion. And nowadays, the global religion, because half of the world population is just all Muslim.
Population to big population.
Okay, so Joss's question and then we'll wrap up.
Okay.
I just want to ask you that you believe in Allah, right?
In
Allah?
Allah, yeah.
And do you believe in God too?
God is.
Wait,
No, they're all the same.
Ismail, hold up, I got this. Look.
No, wait.
Look.
No, that you say that you have Allah, you have to believe in them. But
There, God.
for you, God exists too.
Okay,
And if you are based,
let me just give you the difference between those terminology, okay?
Okay.
If you take Allah like this, and God. Okay, Allah, no one called Allah like this, because in the Quran, Allah called itself Allah. Allah.
Himself.
Okay, right now, if you're trying to change this word from backward, from the right to the left, and see the meaning of this one, what this gave you when you change it?
Dog.
Right. Dog. And change this one.
Allah.
Allah. Allah, Allah. It's the same meaning. So you can change this. Why? That's the reason why. That's one of the mysteries of the Quran. They call this God.
Yes, but do you have to? One thing is that God is
They're
in
all the
English.
same. Like
Wait,
Yeah, but
God
there's
is in English, but the Bible, it's
In the Bible, how
written
do they
in
call it?
Hebrew.
How did they call it in
No.
the God? How did they call it in the Bible?
No.
No.
Joshua.
Joshua. That's another terminology.
can I
Yeah.
It has
Can I
a
have a
lot
floor?
of
Hmm?
terminology.
Can I have a
Do
floor?
you want to give the etymology of Allah? Al means the in Arabic.
Mhm.
Al, so the first part, that means the.
Mhm.
Okay, and then la is the word for God. So Allah literally means the
It's like a
God.
God is the
Yeah,
English
God.
name, and Allah is the like a.
Allah.
God is the translation.
I am
of
fair,
Allah.
huh?
Allah. That is the translation of Allah. But for this,
Hey, can I have a
This is
floor for a
never-
sec?
this is my personal thing about it, because sometimes God is so pure that it's not shouldn't be associated with anything, and it shouldn't be called in anyhow. If you associate a terminology to Allah, we can give another name of animal or something like that. It's not Allah, because Allah said, "I'm one and I'm pure. I'm everywhere." So God cannot be a God.
Yeah, but
if
the
you-
same
if you-
the meaning is the same. Yes, because
Yeah, because
in our
this is language.
language, in Uzbek, we says Khuda. It means the God.
Yeah,
means
it's mean
Allah.
God.
Russian says Bog, Bozhenka. They're the same. It's just the language.
Yes, God is like language. Can I have a floor for a sec? Can I please have a floor for a sec?
Okay, go ahead.
Yes, like if you say human, we are all human, right? But we do have different names. So God's name is Allah, but God is generally like the God, but His name is Allah.
I don't think he has a name. I think it depends
His
on the language.
His name is Allah.
Because
قل هو الله أحد. قل هو
These complex things. because-
Yes.
قل
So
هو
that's
الله.
why I was just-
His
I
name
was
is
just-
Allah.
Because you said you talk about okay, we have God. and we
His
have
name is Allah.
We believe in
Yeah.
Allah. But,
In
His name is
Islam,
Allah,
we
but
we
God-
call him Allah.
That is His name.
so you don't read the Bible?
Huh?
You don't read the Bible?
I'm reading Bible, of course.
But all your beliefs are in the Quran, right?
No, I believe. I'm gonna tell you.
Okay.
I believe in Christianity,
Okay.
but I don't believe that Jesus Christ was sent to those call themselves Christian. Because if you look at all the prophets, except Muhammad alayhi salatu wasalam, all those prophets were Jews. So how come God sent you and your nation are all Jews? And even the Bible says it. He was sent to the lost sheep of Israel. Jesus Christ was Jewish. But for some political reason and in some kind of change of history that gave a birth of this thing, I have no offense about Christian. I do believe in them. Because if those Jewish people reject Jesus Christ and some other nation really welcome him, why wouldn't we be cousin? Because at the end of the day, Muhammad and Jesus Christ are all cousins. If you look at those family genealogy, they are all cousins. So I believe in them. I believe in Jesus Christ as a word of Allah given to Mary.
30 minutes.
Because when God said, "Kun fayakun," be it
30
is.
minutes.
We believe in Jesus Christ. We believe in its miracle birth. Because at the end of the day, there were no penetration between Mary, Jesus married, and another man. But I know some fellow Christians, they say Jesus Christ has a father. I don't believe in that.
Mhm.
I don't believe in that. Because in the Quran, Allah said that we told Mary, be and it is. That's how they call kun fayakun. It's
Kun
in Arabic.
fayakun. Yes, kun
Be
fayakun.
and the things is. When God says
Be and
be,
it's done
it is.
already.
It's done already. We believe Jesus Christ, I believe in Jesus Christ 110%. He was a messenger of Allah.
Okay, Iba.
That's okay.
30
I
minutes.
understand.
30,
I just
30 minutes. We're
Okay,
gonna
so
close that.
I compliment you for taking on such a huge and personal topic, and I think you did a really good job.
Thank you so
Just
much.
in the interest of the rest of the class, I'd like to just wrap up now.
Great,
okay?
thank you.
So
All right.
thank you, guys.
All right.